This is my bridge.
This is my building.
And this is my truck.
For people that care about getting the job done right, we built the Toyota Tundra better from the ground up.
Attention! Cable rates have increased up to 5 times the rate of inflation in 1 year. At Dish Network, you get the best technology at the home of the lowest all-digital price every day, with entertainment packages starting as low as $24.99 a month. Now you can get satellite TV in 3 rooms of your home free, with free installation. Want more? Call now and ask how you can get 3 months free of our most popular value pack. Visit Radio Shack, Sears, or a local participating retailer, or call 1-800-WOW-DISH.
Stay tuned to the Weather Channel for continuing coverage on Isabel, right after your local on the 8s.
Currently, the temperature is 76 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Forecast for your area. Your extended forecast.
How's it affecting my home? Well, I got my motorcycle in the living room. I flooded my boat. Never done that before. Put the water in, help hold it down.
It doesn't sound good. The storm has moved past the coastal areas now. The hard work to repair all the damage begins. We have team coverage on Isabel's impact.
And that team coverage began on Tuesday and Wednesday at the Nags Head Fishing Pier for me. Well, the pier's still there, but the restaurant is gone. We'll show you some pictures next.
Cancellation of flights, airports closed, flooding, roadway with debris. We'll sort it all out and see if we can help you out do some travel for a Friday.
That sounds strange, but Tropical Storm Isabel is now headed toward the eastern Great Lakes. Isabel's impacts are being felt this morning as far north as Cleveland, Ohio. It's raining and it's windy, with gusts over 30 miles per hour.
Live from the Weather Channel, here's your weather today with Marshall Keith and Heather Tesh.
A good Friday morning. It is 1:30. I'm Alexandra Steele. Heather Tesh is on maternity leave.
And I'm Marshall Cease. Thanks for joining us this morning. The forecast calls for dry weather in North Carolina and Virginia, which is going to help the cleanup efforts today.
But the bad weather is elsewhere. It is now further inland as Isabel continues to make its move.
Now here's the latest on Isabel. It's now about 25 miles to the east of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but it's going to make for a windy day in the northeast and some of the eastern Ohio River Valley. Wind gusts to 40 miles per hour might be felt in Pittsburgh, New York, Boston. We've had some wind gusts over 40 already this morning in Wilmington, Delaware.
And the Weather Channel has a team of meteorologists along the mid-Atlantic coast to show you the impact of this landfalling hurricane.
Bill Keneally will have the latest on flooding in Ocean City, Maryland. Mike Seidel outlasted the winds in Virginia Beach. And on the Outer Banks of North Carolina is Jim Cantori.
So let's start it out in Virginia Beach with Mike Seidel. Mike, how did the city of Virginia Beach fare?
Now, it's going to be a long cleanup process, a lot of trees down, and 90% of the city still without power. They're trying to get the juice on. Let's bring in the mayor of Virginia Beach, Myra Oberndorf. And how are you faring?
Well, we're so grateful that we didn't have more devastation, but we've got a major cleanup, as you remarked on, for the next few weeks. We have lots of large trees down. We're having to get the major power lines out of the street so people don't inadvertently contact them. We are already at work on the beach. As you can see, our public works people are out there moving the sand around. And I'm very happy to tell you that the Hurricane Protection Project did work. It did what it was built for. It allowed the storm to wear her fury out without making it all the way to the buildings.
Yeah, I've covered a lot of storms, and often the next day you see big drop-offs where the ocean is just eating out chunks of beach, and we don't see that out here.
No, but we're very grateful. We know that Mother Nature wasn't as vicious as she could have been, but frankly, we've got over 158,000 people without power, and we're working with Dominion Power to let them know we need as many of their workers on the job as quickly as possible.
You know, those power company guys work OT. Hey, thanks for joining us, Mayor. Good luck with the cleanup. Thanks for being with us for the past couple days.
Thank you.
Get out of this blowing sand. Still blowing sand here. How about south of here in the Outer Banks? Let's check in with the Weather Channel's Jim Cantori. Good morning, Jim.
Hey, good morning, Mike. Again, as you mentioned, a beautiful day. The good news is that just helps in the cleanup process. The bad news is some areas are going to take quite a long while, especially down toward Hatteras Island, up through Kitty Hawk, South Nags Head, areas that were hit especially hard, and there were structural damage, compliments of the surge that rolled in through here about midday yesterday. As I mentioned, we started our coverage about 2 miles down the road at the Nags Head Fishing Pier. That not only is a pier, but it is also a restaurant. Everybody comes there for breakfast. It's a great place. Unfortunately, as a result of the waves coming underneath the building, going up through the center of it, and basically imploding it from the bottom, the restaurant is gone. And I'll remember standing up here yesterday just watching pieces of this thing roll on down. I think we saw a refrigerator at one point. There was a cash register apparently laying on the beach. Just an unbelievable sight as we watch pieces of pylons and whatnot just roll down the beach. Compliments of Mother Nature and through here. Again, there are some homes that are on the beach, especially at South Nags Head, that have been destroyed as a result of the surge. Same thing up toward Kitty Hawk. Many of these roads, too, that were susceptible to the surge, still underwater as we speak and very impassable. Still no word on when folks can get back onto the Outer Banks. The curfew, as we know, continues till noon. Well, let's go ahead and keep an eye on this thing as it continues to spin and unravel heading up toward the Great Lakes. That's bringing our storm analyst, Dr. John Neese. John, still some wind with this thing, huh?
Yeah, still some wind. Not as much rain, losing its punch as a rainmaker, Mike, though we have seen an inch of rain in Cleveland. Tropical storm Isabel, still officially a tropical storm, still lopsided in terms of the wind field as it has been for much of the last day. Most of the strong winds on the east side coming out of the southeast, places such as Syracuse or Buffalo, State College, Pennsylvania, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton easily could see the wind blowing today at 20 to 35 miles per hour sustained, with gusts to maybe 50, especially in the higher elevations. Another problem generated by the winds, it will not allow the surge that has pushed up the Chesapeake and the Potomac to recede, so it will take time for water levels to go down. I'll have more on Isabel and the tropical update later in this half hour. Now here's Alexandra with the forecast for the weekend in the Northeast.
You know, John was just talking about the winds, and he was so right. You know, the rain for the most part around Washington, Baltimore, a few scattered showers earlier, but the story is the wind. Dulles open for business, although certainly there are some delays with all those cancellations yesterday and today. The winds, though, gusting to 20 to 30 miles per hour. Similar scenario at BWI this morning. So wind is certainly the player. Philadelphia and New York, also some rain and some winds. Even as far northeast as Boston and Burlington, Buffalo, getting into some winds and rains. But good news, by tonight it will all be to the north and maybe just northern New England on Saturday, getting into any light rain, but we'll clear it out for really much of the mid-Atlantic. Also today in the southeast, what a day. Atlanta doesn't know from a hurricane. It's so beautiful here. Partly sunny skies, 85, dew points are low, ample sunshine. Along the Gulf Coast from Tampa to New Orleans and through Houston, temperatures at seasonable levels, lots of sunshine. In the Midwest, though, a bit of a different story from Green Bay south and southeastward to Cleveland. You can see today some windy conditions there. Green Bay getting into the action. What they've got is a cold front moving eastward, so kind of we're seeing a little combination of action here happening between Green Bay and Cleveland. But west of that, St. Louis, a beautiful day, 70 degrees. Omaha, 69. Minneapolis also with really good.
Okay.
This